What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. But this video is entitled Be Proud of Other Black Men. We as brothers, we love each other. We got respect for each other. And sometimes we love each other in the sense of being critical. But since the world is easy to jump on us for something that we may do or may not do, sometimes we need to be proud of each other. Like, some of us, do things that we proud of you, but we shake our head at, but there's a positive side of things. This is what I mean. Who normally gets the most flack are the street guys. Well, the degenerates. I say the criminal-minded guys. For the brothers who were criminal-minded or who are criminal-minded and they turn their life around, you got to be proud of guys like that for turning their life around. I know we don't like the fact that some of them turn their life around by perpetuating to the world that this is what everybody needs to be, and we don't like that. But for them to be able to turn their life around, we need to be proud of brothers who are able to do that. Then there comes the guys who are just street, just maybe they come up in those neighborhoods. That's where they got their mentality, their moral compass from, or their ethics from, and they're looked at as degenerate too, when for the most part they're not. You be proud of brothers who came from those environments and made something of themselves. I mean, really, it's just a lot of our neighborhoods are just poor neighborhoods. They're not like really just safe havens for criminals. They just poor. So you need to be proud of the brothers who come from poor places, who actually may be the first generation to go to the middle class or upper class, right? We may not approve of everybody's methods, but we do have to take brothers' results into considerations. That's the thing. Because sometimes we're not proud of each other enough. And I'm gonna run through the gamut of all the brothers, so don't think I'm just gonna stop with this part. Brothers who don't look the part, or I say this, who look the stereotypical part, who found a way to navigate through society and become successful without compromising who they were or who they are. Your intelligence and ability to execute has nothing to do with your upbringing per se. Because you talk slang, that doesn't mean that you can't be successful in life. And we need to be proud of the brothers who still can be themselves and be successful, and they're not hurt nobody or doing anything that's detrimental to society. One of the coolest things I saw was in the last few weeks was E40. Him having a wine line and a tequila company. I've always liked E40. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up at the coffee table. You know what I'm saying? I always liked E40. But him being who he is and translating and watching his ability to grow and take where he started to where he's at now, that's dope to me. Hustler mentality. I'm not a big fan of Jay-Z like that, because he still talks about dealing drugs too much for my personal taste, but you got to give it to him. Like, I'm a big fan of DMX, but I think DMX, he leans on religion a little too much because he keeps making the same mistakes. So it's like, is this a hustle for you or whatever? But I can't deny the man has a gift, and that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes give brothers credit. Now let me fast forward. Like, the guys who are in academia, who had to use their mind all the time. I got to give y'all credit too, man. Like, you know, show the brothers some love who did things. You know, they picked up the books. They got talked about because they were smart. They were nerdy. You were lame. But you got degrees. You got, hopefully, you're out of student loan debt. Hopefully, you know, you took your education and it took you places where, you know, some of the people who swung for the fence and missed, they're still trying to go. Because the majority of people who are successful that are black men are either military guys, guys who learned a trade or skill, or guys who got an education. That's just, even the bulk of the athletes had to go to college to do this. So you at least had to focus on academics to some degree. So that's the thing. Like, you know, we don't show those brothers enough love because they did it the hard way and doing it the long way, right? So we gotta tip our hat and salute those guys. You know, same guys. You know, my friends that's in the military, I gotta salute them. The ones that's out, that are veterans now, I gotta salute them because they made different choices in life. You know, people know that, you know, I don't necessarily dislike police officers, but I don't like. I know their shenanigans, and it's so blatant that you can't get around it. But for the brothers who are cops, I know there are brothers out there that are good cops. So salute to you too. And I've said that before. We don't give brothers enough credit because the ones that are doing their best to be good, that are good, upstanding police officers, you know, they got to go through a lot. You know, inside that behind that blue wall and outside of that blue wall. So you got to salute them. Because that's a lot of stress, you know. The brothers who are family men are trying to be family men, who aren't the stereotype that they have us to be, but are not going to get credit for not being a stereotype, because it really doesn't matter if you got 100 black men. If 10 of them no good, it dismisses the other 90. That's how it goes. But the 90 are still putting in work. So, or the 80 are putting in work if it's 20, or the 70 are putting in work if it's 30. You know, the minority always overshadows the majority with us, and I got to give props to the majority of brothers who are doing good things, and we're not giving them credit. You know, we got to show each other some love and respect out here. So I'm proud of you brothers, man. The brothers out here who are doing their best to, how can I say this? The brothers who are sound, have a sound mind. Matter of fact, let's get to the entrepreneurs or businessmen who are doing business in spite of all of the obstacles that they have to face being black men. I don't care if you succeed or fail. I gotta salute you, because you know that they're gonna try to overprice you. They're gonna try to put you in a bad space. They're gonna try to tussle, you know, give your marketing a hard time. If you got to get loans, they're gonna give that a hard time. You know, people are always gonna try to gyp you and shortchange you and have you less than what you have earned or deserved. And for you to do that and still come out on top, or just do it at all and start all over again because you believe in your own business acumen and you believe in yourself, I gotta salute you, man. I'm proud of you brothers. You know, we're not saying that we're proud of each other enough, you know, because, you know, the world says whatever they want to say, but we already know the world's full of it, you know. So for me to y'all, I see y'all out here, you know, when where are the good black men? They're making sure the things in your life run smoothly. See, the further you, and brothers, I'm going to say this for y'all, and I'm going to get out of here. The further you get, because a lot of times people run from the good brothers. The further you get away from the good black men, the worse your life gets. we are calm in the storm. Like when they're around good brothers, people don't have to deal with as much as when you get away from us. And a lot of the dysfunction is not due to the fact that there's not a lot of good brothers out here. A lot of the dysfunction is due to the fact that a lot of people run from the good brothers because the good brothers have rules, regulations, standards, and they have a way that they operate. You know, they're actual providers and protectors, and people run from that protection and that provision because they don't want they don't want to be held accountable, because good brothers will hold you accountable. And I'm proud of you brothers for doing that, because you make sure people live in reality. So I'm just saying what I'm saying. Salute to all y'all fellas. We out on this one. Peace.